Oh no, it's doing the thing again. There. Okay, we fixed it. We fixed it. Hi, we're playing Nier Replicant. Hopefully OBS
we're
is
into
going
Act
to...
2 now.
Yeah, we're in Act 2. Nier has a big sword. Can we hear it for big sword in the chat? Anyone?
I don't even have the chat yet open yet.
I don't think it's... no one's in there.
Should we get that?
No one's in there.
No one's ever at the beginning of a stream.
I still have Nier Automata as the logo on the bottom of this screen as well. I failed you.
Oh no, Alex. How could you do this?
I don't look at me. Don't make eye contact with me.
You're such an embarrassment.
I'm such an embarrassment to this site. But we have big sword.
True. And Lance.
I can't believe Breath of the Wild just stole directly from Nier.
A little bit.
Small sword, big sword, lance.
And that wasn't added in Replicant, mind you. Replicant just made them fun to play.
Oh shit. Second.
What have you done?
It's what I did on the weekend when I played Knuckle Sandwich. I extended the chat box a little bit for that overlay.
The Weekend, the artist currently featured in the
Fortnite?
Fortnite.
I had a thing last night that I couldn't not go to, but I was itching so bad to play more Fortnite racing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good. That
very
good. Really good. Especially once you start to unlock like the later tracks, where you actually have to put effort and thought into jumping around.
All right, so let's catch up. What's going on? We're going to Popola.
Yep.
Everything went down. The world is dying, not just.
Specifically, the way that Nier phrased it is that the world is beginning to wind down. So
I know that the shades are getting stronger. They have armor now. They were attacking inside the village.
And so he said that soon there's not going to be anyone left at all. And for the last 5 years, the only thing he's been doing is trying to find Yona, and he's found nothing but heartbreak and failure.
At least he found 2 things. He was just looking for 1.
That's
and he
true.
got a couple extra on the way. So like, we're in the positive. What's the... Oh no, what... What's the thing? What's the thing that she said? What's she call the book?
Bitch?
No, not just bitch. There's shithog. Shithog.
Yeah. Shithog.
Sonic the Shithog.
Look at you. I think you've grown even taller.
Yeah? It's hard for me to tell anymore. But you haven't changed a bit, Popola. What's your secret?
I see your flattery skills are improving as well.
No, it's true. You look the same as the day I first met you.
Okay, now you're just embarrassing me. Anyway, here. This is from Emil.
Hi, Nier. Hey, it's me, Emil. Sorry I've been quiet for so long. Are you and Vice getting along all right? Is he still using big words, making everyone feel dumb? I bet he is. Anyway, I recently stumbled upon some records that might help us in curing kinase petrification. Would you mind coming here to take a look? Thanks, I'll be waiting. I'm guessing he's in the mansion.
Perhaps the time has come to save Kaine.
I take it this means you'll be leaving the village.
Sorry. I know the shades have been rough lately.
It's okay. Go. Just be careful.
Is this my first time coming back after 5 years?
So, it's a little ambiguous. I assume that this is not the first time in 5 years, but you do get the vibe that like he's coming back from being away for a bit.
Yeah.
Which I assume is related to him just like constantly looking for Yona.
Yep.
Which we don't know who that is.
we're still trying to find out. I think it's probably going to be like a late game reveal, so nobody in chat tell me who Yona is.
Do me a favor, go into Nier's house.
Ooh.
There's something if I don't remember is there yet. Okay, it's not here yet.
It's the Hell Solve.
There are some things here, you're right.
Hello, Oda Cat. Hello, Razzle Dazzle.
Confident the child still lives.
Of course she does.
Of course she does. She's dying of a deadly disease. She's coughing so bad right now. I bet when we find her, she's gonna have the heaviest cough.
Or no cough at all.
Or no cough at all.
But yeah, Emil's at the mansion.
He's at the Resident Evil Manor. Hello, Wind. Thanks for dropping a dance in chat. I hope her arms fall off. Yeah, then I'll know that she's dying. The more limbs you lose, the more I can tell how you've changed as a character. I've watched Star Wars so many times.
I will want to keep track of the weapons that you get as you get them, I think.
Losing a limb is character growth.
While we are not focusing on the weapons until we get to Route C, we are almost certainly going to get some before then. So you can ignore the main story weapons.
That one said weapon power plus 10%. That should be good.
That does sound good.
Let me, for the first time, try and figure out how to do this. For real, for
For the
real.
second time. You did try it out once.
Yeah, but I gave up. It was a half-hearted attempt.
I gave it one attempt and then never looked at it again.
Pahu, attack power plus 10%? Are you kidding me? How do I equip this? I think you can press select.
Hold on, I think go into the pause menu. Go into magic abilities. You can upgrade them? I didn't even know that. Grimoire Vice. Yeah. Yeah, go to weapons. Select a weapon. Whatever weapon. Maybe view details.
Oh yeah, we need to upgrade these weapons so that we can get the lore for them.
Or you can just buy Grimoire Nier. Actually, I did. Let me grab that.
You bought Grimoire Nier? What is that? I was at Barnes & Noble last night, and they had like 3 different Nier books.
I assume one of them was Grimoire Nier.
I think it is.
Yeah, Grimoire Nier. This is technically a revised edition because the original version was Japanese only. But this is it's like an compilation art book kind of thing that has it's like all the behind the scenes stuff you could ever want, including several short stories that were written after the release of the original game, some of which were incorporated into Replicant as new content. Like all of the brand new content in Replicant is adapted from short stories in Grimoire Nier.
Very cool.
And so, like, this book is a combination strategy guide, art book, like sequel. It's got interviews with the creators. It's got 2 sets of interviews in it. It's got interviews after the original release and interviews after Replicant. It's fantastic. And it also has the full lore for every weapon.
Oh, that's cool. So we don't have to upgrade every weapon in order to get the final ending?
No, you just have to have the weapons.
Okay. So we can just do a part of the stream where you just read out the lore for all the weapons.
If you want, yeah. Like any given weapon.
Do I need to set? Okay, I can set attack power for all of them.
But so the short stories in Grimoire Nier are a big part of why there is the question of ending E. Because ending E in Replicant, which was not in the original game, is it is one of the short stories in here. And there is debate over whether it's supposed to be canon, but it is all people have said, and I've never seen the source, people have said that it was originally supposed to be in the original game, and they just couldn't do it for budget reasons, and so that's why it's in Replicant. So I consider ending E to be essential canon content, but the problem is the way that you get it.
Okay.
And the way that you get it is after you finish the game, like finish Route C and get the true ending. Then you play Act 1 again. And Act 1 has no new content in it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to prepare emotionally for that.
Yeah. And it's a difficult thing to like confront in that regard, because again, I consider it not just essential canon content, but also good content. Like it is worth seeing. But the process of getting there.
Yeah, the price of admission is replay Act 1.
Yep. It's a bit more complicated than that. It is, but that's the only that's the only explanation that Alex will ever need.
Okay. Yeah, I think the ending of Replicant is I'm not sure if it's after or before Automata.
Welcome, sirs.
So we're after Replicant Route B, then we do Automata Route B, and then we're going back and we're doing Route C of Replicant.
Hey there.
Hey, Emil.
I'm getting a phone
It's
call.
been a while.
But then we're doing
And
Route
you haven't aged
C
a day.
of Automata, and then after that we could do.
Got it.
I gotta answer this phone call.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah. I'm sort of special that way.
Huh. Fair enough.
Anyway, I hear you found a lead on undoing the petrification curse.
Yes. Take a look at this.
Is everybody staying the same age? Am I the only one who's aging? Or is that just a budget thing where they only had enough budget to make a new model for Nier? Following the incident with number 6, we have decided to establish an archival room. This room will hold records on the methods used to control and or cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation, as well as allow other projects to move forward. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage solution for number 6, as well as proceed with our work on number 7. All employees are required to keep the courtyard entrance to this new room secure. Failure to do so is considered grounds for immediate termination. Okay, let me go back up. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage solution for number 6.
Okay, I'm back.
Number 6. We do not know what these numbers mean. I'm guessing. But it looks like we have a...
What did I miss?
we just met up with Emil, and he gave us this note that is a clue that will lead us to a way to cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation. I am just inquiring what number 6 and number 7 might be.
Okay.
We do not know that yet. I'm not sure if that's important to remember or if that's
correct. You do not know that yet.
Okay. All employees are required to keep the corporate interest secure. It says at the top, plan Snow White.
There are some words in here that are interesting to see in this setting.
A Snow White is making me think of the chlorine disease. I'm probably saying it wrong. The stuff that was falling at the beginning of the game.
I think that's just salt at the beginning of the game. It was the white chlorination disease.
Light
if I remember
chlorination. Okay.
right. The Drakengard side of the lore I don't remember as well. Just like straight up. But it was the Drakengard disease.
The Drakengard disease. As far as words that are fun to see here, number 6 and number 7. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to.
Just generally, I'm just saying, this is an intriguing document.
Sure. Yes. This reminds me of that one note that we saw, probably from Grimoire Noir, that mentioned something about experiments.
So all the loading screens are also in Grimoire Nier, I believe. If you wanted me to read those to you.
Yeah. That'd be good. I'm not sure if we're not supposed to see those, like, I'll see all of those until later in the game.
I mean, I will make sure not
this
to read
manor
any
called
that
the
you're not
planning
supposed to
room.
know.
Okay.
And I think
You think this room will let you harness the ability to control all forms of magic?
actually, yeah. Or even if it doesn't, something there might point us in the right direction.
So where is this planning room?
There's an entrance in the courtyard. It's not far.
Good. Let's go find it.
Emil joined your party. Is Emil gonna follow us into villages?
This room truly contains the power to control all magic. I can use it to cure my eyes.
If we
By the
could
way-
heal both Emil and Kaine at once,
should
it
interrupt.
would be quite an
Yeah, do not interrupt
Two
Grimoire
birds with
Vice.
one, stone,
Hey.
as they say.
Wow, Vice. I didn't think you cared.
Perhaps this tome is getting a bit sappy in his old age.
It's the courtyard.
It should be right around here somewhere.
It's over here.
So,
This
shit, what was I saying? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Loading screen.
No, I had something else to say,
Lore.
but now I've forgotten what it was.
Archives. Emil's joined us.
Oh,
Emil going to town.
I assume
This
you have not
facility-
downloaded the free DLC on Steam.
I can't read the rest.
I guess I
Something about a
haven't.
seal?
If someone bothered to attach a warning to this room, I doubt they will appreciate us forcing our way inside.
Emil, you okay? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing. I'm fine.
So the free DLC that you can get for this game is 4
Something's
weapons from
amiss
Nier
with
Automata.
Emil.
Oh,
Take care not to stray too
Oh,
far.
also,
from it.
welcome to Diablo.
Right.
let's go. This is why they have no budget, because they're blowing it all on making different game modes.
I mean, this is literally just a camera placement.
But then
Game.
you have to still design the rooms and all this to play properly.
So do you want me to read the loading screens to you?
Yeah, when we have like downtime between areas, let's do that for sure.
Do you want me to read all the Yona ones too, or just the flash pages?
I don't know who Yona is, but maybe
Okay,
we'll find
well.
out if you start reading what she has to say.
All right, so so the book notes. Keep in mind that Yona's diary entries aren't dated by year, so they aren't necessarily in chronological order. So, January 4th, I decided to go look for a flower on my own, and it ended up causing trouble for Nier. I hope he doesn't hate me. January 21st. Nier seems kind of tired lately. I'd better make him something tasty to get him back on his feet. January 30th. Nier came back. He came home to see me. Yay! January 30th. Nier left pretty quick. He said he just stopped by so he could see my face. February 3rd. Devila told me that I won't grow if I keep being picky about what I eat, but I still think carrots are gross. February 4th. I'm gonna learn to make awesome food for Nier. I better start working on a new secret recipe.
Can I stop you right there? Does the
Sure.
book say Nier, or does the book say main character and you're just reading out Nier?
The book says Nier,
Okay.
despite the fact that Yoko Taro himself insists his character's name is not Nier.
I'm so upset.
February 4th. Once I finish my secret dish, I'm gonna feed it to Nier. Then he'll see how helpful I can be. February 14th. I got a letter from Emil. He said Nier is super strong and really, really cool. I hope I can see him kick butt someday. February 16th. I hope I can have a good talk with Nier tomorrow. I just want him to stay home with me more. March 7th. I read a book about fish today, and it said there are fish who can swim through sand. I wonder if that makes their eyes hurt. March 16th. The boy who's always running around outside gave me a super pretty flower today. I wonder if Popola knows what it's called. March 16th. The flower wasn't in any of Devlin's books, so she said I could name it whatever I want. Maybe I'll name it after Nier. March 20th. I feel great today. No cough, no fever. Watch out, world, because Yona's coming out to play. March 29th. This is the first time in a while I've written in my diary. I was reading my older entries and I just couldn't help myself. April 4th. I heard there are boars outside the village that are really scary if you make them mad. Now I'm worried about Nier all over again. That is, I just finished column 1 of 5, by the way.
Of Yona?
Yeah. So, let me jump forward a moment. Maybe it'll be easier to comprehend the Black Books ones if they're not sprinkled in. Although that is how they would show up in game, because now it's alternating between them.
Right.
April 5th. Got a letter from Nier today. He's in a faraway town.
Oh, right a moment. Obtain a new document. Plan Snow White. Notice. Progress report on number 6. December 25th, 2025. That is only 2 years away. We have completed the initial research into number 6 and are ready to initiate the startup experiment in the coming days. As this will likely mark a great leap forward in Gestalt research, the National Weapons Research Laboratory has made the completion of the number 6 project its top priority. Budgets for all other projects are to be frozen effective immediately.
Any takeaways?
That looks like Yoko Taro's mask in chains.
We also have a new important noun.
Gestalt, yeah.
It would appear this used to be some manner of magical research facility.
This must have been where I was.
Emil!
I'll be okay. We need to keep going. Sorry for the trouble.
April 5th. Got a letter from Nier today. He's in a faraway town where he can see the ocean.
Wait, let me pause this real quick.
I can see the ocean
What?
someday. I bet it's huge.
Is Gestalt is a word that means something. It's not just a Nier noun.
Yes, that is a real word that means something.
I just don't remember what it does mean.
The word Gestalt is a configuration or pattern of elements so unified as a whole that it cannot be described merely as a sum of its parts.
Okay. Interesting.
In other words, it is something that is made of many parts and yet is somehow more than or different than from the combination of its parts.
By the way, it is gonna be such a pain in the ass to go in here and set plus 15% on everything that I get. But it's still worth it because it's plus 15% damage.
15%'s a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you have to do it. But I can't just set it universally. I'll throw an XP rate there as well.
April 5th. Whenever I read a letter from Nier, I really feel like I need to see him again. April 11th. Nier and Vicey are always together. He says even though they argue a lot, they're actually good friends. I wish I could travel with Nier sometimes. Odacat says there's a faster way to set these. I forget how. There's a quick menu separately. April 14th. Nier brought home a fish today. He said it was really tough to catch, and I believe him. It flopped around so much. It was kind of scary. April 14th. I got a letter from Nier. He says there's a city where people talk with special words. How cool. I want to try talking to them. April 20th. The mailbox was empty today. I hope I get a letter from Nier tomorrow. April 22nd.
Blackened Wings is raiding with a party of one. Welcome, Blackened Wings. How was your stream? We're playing Nier. Matt, right now, my co-host, is reading off some of the loading screens from the book. Because the PC is too fast and we load too quickly.
Too fast, yeah. Yeah, PS3 loaded a lot slower. April 22nd. I saw Nier reading Mom's diary. I tried reading it once too, but it was filled with all these hard words, and I didn't get it at all.
Is that the first mention of them having a mother?
I believe so. I think in one of the side quests, Nier mentions that their mom died when they were young.
Okay.
April 22nd. I had a dream where I was all grown up. I was running around happy and healthy, and it was so fun. I wish I didn't have to wake up. May 4th. I write Nier letters every single day. He always worries about me, but I feel fine. May 4th. I wish Nier would send letters every day like I do, but I know he's busy, so every other day is okay. May 12th. My cough just wouldn't quit today. I bet Nier would have rubbed my back if he was here. June 6th. Today is Nier's birthday, but he's not here, so I just had a party by myself. June 6th.
Oh, there it
Nier
is.
said he'd come home for my birthday, but I want to celebrate his birthday once in a while. June 10th. I had a really weird dream yesterday, where me and Nier were holding hands and dancing around in circles together.
Is that the last of the column for Yona?
No, I just gotta do something real quick.
Oh, that's fine. In other news, I am going to be picking up a PlayStation 5 from Target here in a little bit.
Do you not have one?
I did not have one. I only got through Final Fantasy 16 thanks to my brother lending me his. But I know that
Emil is falling behind.
I'm gonna need a PS5 for Rebirth, and I'm gonna be wanting to play it when it comes out, and so will my brother. So I finally pulled the trigger. I'm getting a PS5. It was a original PS5 bundled with Spider-Man 2 at $50 off. So it's kind of like getting it for $120 off, considering I was already gonna get Spider-Man 2 eventually. At least that's how I'm making sense of it for myself. But yeah, if there are any PS5 games y'all want to recommend, let me know. I'm not getting Kingdom Hearts 4. That is not happening. Suikoden for PS5? I'll get that.
Alright, where was I on here?
Wind, are you gonna get the Ayuden game? Oh,
Alright, June 12th. There was a wedding in the village today. The bride wore a white dress that was really, really pretty. July 20th. Devla and Popola came to me to keep me company today. They even sang a song for me. It was really great. I need to practice so I can sing to Nier when he gets back. Like, feel free to just like interrupt me between entries so you can actually talk to chat, because I'm staring at this book instead of the chat.
It's cool. They're just talking about Kingdom Hearts and Suikoden.
Oh, so you don't have to pay attention. to
Yeah,
them.
it's
Okay.
fine.
July 20th. Devla and Popola went back home. That made me lonely, so I ran around singing songs as loud as I could. But then that got kind of weird and scary, so I stopped. July 20th. Nier made a new friend, and guess what? He's a king. I wish I had some friends. July 23rd. I borrowed a book about the ocean from Popola. It says the water is salty and you can't drink it. But I bet you can drink a little and still be okay, right? July 23rd. No letters today either. I wonder if Popola knows when more are going to get here. I'll have to ask her tomorrow. July 26th. A girl in the village came to talk to me. She was upset about how loud and annoying her dad is. I wonder if my dad was like that. August 1st. I got a letter from Nier. He said there's a village where all the houses are attached to cliffs. I'd love to see it, but I'm scared of heights. August 14th. Once I get better, I want to go swimming in the ocean. I'm sure Nier will say it's too dangerous, but I know I'd be great at it. August 31st. The village is buzzing with excitement and stuff today. I don't know what happened, but Devla told me not to worry. At first I thought it was a festival, but now I don't know.
Emil is falling
August 31st. August 31st. I guess a shade came near the village today. People kept coming up to me and saying, "Boy, we sure wish your brother was around." And I said, "Me too. Nier could kick that shade's butt." September 10th. Last night, Nier told me stories until I fell asleep. I don't remember anything he said, but boy was I happy. September 17th. I snuck some berries out of Nier's bag that were really sour. I'm gonna use them in my secret recipe. September 21st. I wish I could meet that Kaine lady Nier told me about. I bet she's really nice and always says nice things. September 21st. Today, Devla said that Kaine is put together in all the right places. I don't know what all that means, but I want to be like that when I grow up.
Okay.
September 29th. It was super nice out today, so Nier and I did the laundry. Nothing feels better than getting everything nice and clean. About halfway through the Yono ones. October 1st. I asked Devla if hooch tastes good, and she said it's the best thing in the world. She said we can have some together when I'm all grown up. October 28th. I was tired today, so I stayed home and hid in bed. I could still hear Devla singing from somewhere, though. Listening to her always makes me happy. October 28th. These black marks keep showing up on my body. Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to turn into a goblin or something, but thinking about it makes my stomach hurt, so I try not to.
There are goblins?
October 31st. I made stew today. It was my first time, so I was pretty worried about how it would taste. But Nier ate the whole thing. November 18th. Today I cleaned the house all by myself. I'm getting good at doing chores. I hope that makes Nier happy. November 22nd. Nier told me a story before bedtime the other day about a husband and wife with matching bags. He said they fight all the time, but also get along great.
Remember them?
November 22nd. Devla came over to visit today and drank a bunch of something she called hooch. She loves it. It was cute when she started meowing like a cat.
We got a boss.
Oh yeah, don't die.
I'll try.
November
Because you told me
23rd.
to.
Nier always leaves for work really early in the morning. I want to see him off, so I'm going to do my best to wake up early too. December 1st. Today, Popola sent me a new book about a great big tree. I really hope it has a happy ending. There's nothing worse than a sad tree. December 1st.
I remember that one.
In the book,
The sad
big
tree one.
kept on waiting and waiting. I have to wait a lot too. I wish I could do something. December 6th. Nier brought a chick home with him. It makes little chirps and follows me around. It's just the cutest thing ever. December 12th. I held hands with Nier when we walked home today. His hands are so much bigger than mine, and they're really warm. December 20th. Nier planted some seeds in our garden. I hope they were pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkins. December 22nd. The snow won't stop falling, so Nier said he'd stay here with me until it stops. He'll probably leave again when it does, so I kinda hope it snows forever. December 22nd. A merchant passed through the village today, and she just kept putting the craziest stuff out of her bag. She said her name was Accord.
Accord.
January 30th. Kaine came to see me. She came all the way here just to see me. Oh, wait. There's a lot of days we can't read here now.
Okay. Today's meeting will address the following topics: a solution for the long-term storage of number 6, progress report on number 7, disguising the laboratory's above-ground facility as a mansion. Oh, Emil is from the olden times. He's number 7, and maybe Kaine's number 6.
Project number 6. So this was some sort of weapons laboratory?
What the hell was going on down here?
What was I doing here?
I have doubts as to whether or not Emil will be able to continue.
I'm fine. Let's just go.
What fortuitous timing. Case report, May 18th, 2004. Mutations found in subcutaneous cell structure. Rise in mental disorders believed to be caused by external factors. Airborne transmission, most likely mechanism. Research into effective treatments is underway. Damage report, February 6th, 2008. Wall of Jericho collapsed. 5,000 people believed dead. Requests for reinforcements streaming in from multiple locations. We continue to monitor the situation. Founder research report, June 6th, 2010. Physical attacks useless. Thermonuclear attacks useless. Unknown particles have been detected. Dealing with the situation will require proving the multi-origin theory. New medication cycle, February 9th, 2016. Observed to slow the progress of white chlorination. No unusual readings seen in subject. Send records directly to Cabinet Command Room. National Weapons Laboratory, July 24th, 2026. We have verified a level of compatibility between the donor bodies and the weapons brought in by the Accord Corporation. We will continue using them as subjects for research as we move forward with project number 6. Death confirmation, March 1st, 2030. Body 99.999% likely that of a Red Eye. Death of Red Eye confirmed.
Red Eye. Do we know what that means yet?
No.
Okay.
13th Expeditionary Force ordered home. Legion movements untraceable. New technology report, August 7th, 2032. Although the resultant white chlorination syndrome infection makes ours an imperfect solution, we have reason to expect some positive results. Testing will begin on the previously selected subject. Record keeping on the procedure's safety is top priority. World Purification Commission report, September 30th, 2032. The first detachment is functioning properly. However, continued caution will be required well into the future. A discussion about dealing with relapse cases will be deferred to the next conference.
Razzle Dazzle says that we might be getting into screens that we haven't seen yet.
We have not seen them, but they show up randomly, so you can see them at some point, at any point. And there are some that I'm intentionally skipping because I know they can't show up yet.
Oh, there's another boss.
Abnormalities, June 23rd, 2033. Several deleterious abnormalities have been found with the subject in the early stages of treatment, including a relapse state resulting in total loss of self. We will investigate the cause of this error and submit a countermeasure plan immediately. Successful test case, January 15th, 2039. A successful test case has been discovered and detained. specimen's cooperation has been requested according to the predetermined stipulations. Treatment of the specimen will continue on a classified basis until we determine why our results have such a wide range of variation. That's all of them, except for the ones that I skipped.
Okay. There are some of the later ones that I didn't really hear that well because I'm finding this boss.
That's fine. They're without context anyway.
Yeah.
So. It's all about the vibe.
Okay. Not being able to attack this boss sometimes. The pain. Okay. Oh, let me hit you. There we go. Sometimes I see a thing that says martial arts. Can I punch things? Find a new document.
I forget.
The donor body, Halua, has been chosen from among the 7 candidate subjects to proceed to the next stage. In the interest of protecting state secrets, all but one of the remaining subjects will be disposed of. The donor body, Emil, however, will be kept in storage as a fail-safe measure. Halua was used. So there were 7 candidates total. And only 6 and 7 went through. Halua was chosen, and 7, Emil, was put into storage.
You sure you're okay, Emil?
I'm a weapon? What does that even mean? What am I?
It appears he's trying to remember something.
You're gonna be fine.
Am I? Am I really?
Your past makes no difference. We'll support you no matter what.
At any rate, you would hardly be the first member of our merry band to have issues.
Seems like only Nier and Yona are the only ones that are, like, not specifically made to kill things.
Also, I am going to respond to a chat message that was like a half hour ago, specifically because I didn't want to draw attention to it when you could see it. Odacat, stop spoiling shit.
Yes, Odacat, please stop. I don't know what you said. I didn't register it. Whatever it was.
I give context that will not show up in the game.
I remember now. I remember everything. We used to be humans. Normal humans.
I also used to be normal.
Regular human kids like you'd see anywhere. And then we came here.
And then I met Matt.
They wanted to turn us into weapons. So they used magic to perform terrible experiments on us. Eventually they succeeded. They managed to create a perfect weapon. The name of that weapon was Number 6. But soon they lost control of Number 6, and the experiment was deemed a failure. They had to create a weapon that could petrify Number 6 and seal it away. So they created me. I'm Number 7. I'm a weapon.
Weapon or no weapon, you're still Emil to us.
It's hard for me to register that voice as
Thank
Nier.
you.
Okay. I'm beginning to think this might be an arena for a boss fight.
Oh, it gives you that, yeah.
This.
I
It's
happen to know
number
video game
6.
design.
She's
I'm basically a
my
video game
sister.
designer. Oh no. That's sad.
This thing is alive?
My sister is the greatest weapon ever made, and
Yes, go on.
with her power, I could eradicate my petrification curse.
So what's the plan here?
First, you have to promise me something. If my sister somehow manages to swallow me up, my original self becomes lost. I'm afraid I may try to hurt all of you. And if that happens,
No, wait!
then I want you to kill him.
Okay. Anything you say, Emil.
Get him out of there now! I'm on it.
There is no easier decision Alex can make than to kill an ally character.
They
in a
told me
video game.
to. That's what they want. Did 9S tell me to
There's still
kill
time
him?
to save him.
I know there is.
Well, you
that-
didn't have to do that. That was a cutscene.
It seems like Yokotaro's really into
Magic is the only way
a
to
character you
protect
love wanting to be killed. Maybe it's not worth it.
Stay your weapons. Such attacks will hurt Emil as well.
Oh,
How is
that's what he
magic any
wants.
Different?
He is highly resistant to it.
Then let's kill that thing with magic and get Emil out of there.
Figured out the trick.
Shoot? Yes.
You'll probably use your other spell too.
I don't have enough power for it. Let's try it. That's probably not a good one for this boss fight.
Yeah, I sometimes forget that I went through this entire game exclusively using Dark Lance.
That moment you shoot and run to... Yeah, I'll just do that. That's fine. They want to give me a coward's way out boss fight? I'll do it.
Well, in exchange, it turns into a full-on bullet hell.
Yeah, I can dodge.
The-
I just won't get hit.
Actually, Gluttony is probably a good one for this fight.
Famous last words. Shoot me! Fine, I'll shoot you. Ah!
Emil, we're coming for you.
Come back to us.
What happened to not getting hit?
That was just the exception that proves the rule.
Okay.
I'm still firing.
Almost there. What happened to not getting hit? What happened to not...
I was low on magic, so I couldn't shoot at the bullets that were coming at me. That's what happened to getting hit.
You almost didn't make it through that one.
Ah, you had enough health. Oh, you mean through the lock?
The clock phase.
Yeah.
One of the weirdest things they changed in Replicant is, you know how like every single boss fight ends with you using one of the sealed verses?
Yep.
Replicant added an animation in every single fight that specifically shows you jumping up and into the middle of the room where that cutscene starts.
Oh.
Halua.
Emil, wake up.
If you reverse Emil, it's lime.
Halua.
True.
It's okay.
What does that mean, Yoko Taro?
I'll always be watching over you, Emil.
Thank you, Halua.
Emil!
Yeah?
Are you all right?
I'm still alive! I feel my sister's power inside me! I think I can control my abilities now!
Yes, we're all quite pleased. Now get out here already.
Just a second. I can't...
Just me, or is that
I
line
can't
from
see
Vice
very
way
well.
louder than everything else?
That was plenty loud.
No! Don't! Don't look at me!
Emil, what's wrong?
Stay back!
Okay. Where's the door?
Just respecting his wishes.
Yeah. That's what he wants.
Sorry, there's
Yeah.
no door.
Oh, there it
there's
is.
the door.
There's a door. Like, did they delete the door? It's the shopkeeper from Automata.
Good God.
Where's your car, little kid? Oh no, you're ugly now.
A lot.
But my body... I can't stand to be with you when I look like this.
What'd I tell you? We're here for you, no matter what.
So nice that Nier likes ugly people.
Can you see my face?
You look just like I thought you would. You look really cool.
Right.
Oh, the cat says you wouldn't love me if I was a worm.
I think I'm okay now. If this is how I look now, then so be it. I was terrified at first, but it's not all bad, you know?
Plus, you get to hover?
I have the magic I wanted, and I can use it to bring Kaine back to us.
Emil.
We should hurry. She's waiting. I sure hope seeing me doesn't petrify her. You know, in fear?
Good one,
I
Emil.
see this
Got the
transformation
jokes.
has stolen your terrible sense of humor.
Yeah, Emil is the one and only thing that I think that I think doesn't work for starting with Automata, but I think it's a small enough detail that it's fine.
Whenever
If
I
we're lucky,
interact
people will
with
forget
Kaine,
about him by the time we get here.
I'm worried about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway,
Wait, why were you confusing her with your sister? Did Emil know what he looked like? beforehand?
Well, he used to be a normal human, so probably at some point did.
Okay.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Another boss fight already? Okay, let's go.
But yeah, you just stuck this thing in the basement and hoped it would stay there. And it did stay there.
Yeah. What was it eating this whole time? How did it stay alive?
It's a shade.
A shade of what? Yellow?
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
Yeah. I had the same question.
It's happening again. It dies today.
Okay, I remember I have to actually aim with these.
My sword feels lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
And Nier had 5 years of off-screen level grinding.
Yes. I don't think Vice had skill issue. I think he said that I'm really good at using my sword because it's lighter now.
Previous skill issue.
Previous skill issue. No longer issue. I don't think there's a clock on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do the animation where... Okay, there it is. Skill non-issue. That's the animation you're talking about where I jump into the middle?
Yeah, that they added it for every single scene in Replicant for some reason. And I feel like it wasn't really necessary.
Would it just cut to you being in the middle of the room beforehand?
Yeah. On console, you can tell like where the cut is because on console the cutscenes run at 30, but I guess on fancy PC, like since the Discord stream I'm watching is at 30 FPS, every time I look over at the Twitch stream and I see the cutscenes running at 60, I'm like, what the fuck?
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Grandma.
Grandma?
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us. Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you? You still recognize me? Of course. I knew you right away. Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Do you recognize my voice?
You grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Lunar tears are flowers, right?
Yes.
What is the significance of them again?
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep.
You don't totally know the
Emil's
significance.
unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
What? But I love them.
You can't be serious.
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
They don't have the development resources to have you included in everything.
See you later.
Sorry about this.
Budgets exist, Nier.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me.
It didn't?
Damn it.
We should turn in.
We should
was a
find a
kid.
bed and sleep in it without our friends.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Mutations found in subcutaneous cell structure. Rise in mental disorders believed to be... Okay. That's all I got.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Alex, I have a video for you. I'm going to put this video in chat so that you all can see the context.
Okay. Maybe we should have played old Nier version. I'm glad that the residents of this village are very okay with Grimoire Vice. They're very accepting of my floating book.
Yeah, they don't even question it. Like you walk in with him when like you first get him, and Popola's like, "Yo, is that Grimoire Vice?"
It's Grimoire Vice!
Oh, I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she...
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
No, you're well within your right.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
All right.
I think Ray Chase is so good in this game, by the way.
He is good. I'm still getting used to him being the same character as Zach Aguilar. Spending so many hours with that voice. Accord mentioned. Can we go down there now? Is that something we can
I
do?
don't think so.
No. Okay.
What, you want them to model an entire other area that doesn't do anything? We got $3 left, Alex.
Popola?
Oh, hello.
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop.
We couldn't program in
You didn't
acceptance.
do anything.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, you know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
We're making a trek back.
It was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So take a boat.
A boat?
Yes, the canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected. What with the shades and all. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right, I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
You said that Act 2 is shorter than Act 1?
A little bit. Not like a huge amount, but
Okay.
a little bit.
I was almost sad. Because it feels like things are finally going.
Mm.
We're gonna fight the Shadow
The path
Lord.
above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Yeah, you don't need to worry. You got plenty of time in Act 2 left.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna take this moment to use the restroom. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay. I guess I'll just sit here. Staring. Doing nothing in particular. Right. How y'all doing tonight? The only frustrating thing about bringing Alex through this game is that he's a little too good at having a stream persona. So sometimes you can't tell whether he's actually enjoying the game because he sticks to the bit. So it's like all the emotional moments in this game comes up and he stays totally in character. He's too good at this. Well, that was quick.
I speed run.
That's fair. All right.
Oh, they're just here. Hi. Hello, friends. You have anything to say to me? No? Okay.
So, what's your plan right now?
Whoa. Well, it says the Red X is over here, so
Yeah. What is currently the plan?
I thought we were gonna go to the shrine.
Yeah, but you can't go in through the main entrance because well, first of all, that's not even the way to the shrine. But the way to the shrine is the east gate. But since
That's too many
the
gates.
bridge is broken, we need to take a boat.
There's too many gates. Oh, are they gonna allow Emil and Kaine to be on the boat?
Yeah.
Why?
because you gotta go to the shrine.
But they hate them. They're scared of them.
They'll hop on the boat on the way. You know, they'll be fine.
Okay. Not very consistent, Mr. Yoko. Oh my god, I forgot. We can't swim. One thing they did not learn from Zelda.
Everything in working order.
Yeah, Vice. I'm good.
Your health is diminished. Do be more careful next
That was a very good line read for coming out of the water.
Head up the stairs to your right.
I'm sorry. When I think of going to the docks, I don't think, oh, I need to go upstairs. That's why it took me a while.
I think there's also an alleyway back here. I'm not sure.
I was looking for some sort of entrance through the alleyway, and there's none.
Yeah, I thought there was, but
Hey, look who it is.
Red Bag Man!
That red bag. By my pages, you're the slovenly half of that couple who refused
He
to
does not look
survive.
5 years older.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in charge of this canal since we last talked. Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and chain is always harping on me now about how much I work. Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
We can fast travel now. This is a game from the future.
yep, it's like Vice said. You
Lost
should be using
shrines
that
up
all the
ahead,
time.
Just
Yeah.
past this cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle. Yes, you did hop on, I guess. Red Bag Man is actually pretty cool, apparently. He's chill. Yeah, it's 5 years in the future.
Mm-hmm.
When did Nier come out?
2010, I think.
So it's a game from 2015.
Okay then.
At least this half is.
I'll be right back. I just realized I never got the mail today.
You never got a meal today?
Never got the mail today. Be right back.
I got a meal. He's with us right now. He's got a cool mask. I guess it's not a mask. I always thought he gets a mask that he puts on. That's just his head now. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm sorry that happened to you. He's so ugly now. It sucks. Imagine having to look like that. I obtained the spear, the Devil Queen. Imagine not being able to float. Razzle Dazzle, are you telling me that you can float? Can I see? Send a video of you floating. I float everywhere? Damn. Do you root beer float? Or just regular float? This is one of my favorite tracks, by the way. For locations. Macy's Day Parade float. It's a good float. Just bear with me as I try and remember. The Devil Queen. Pahu. Pahil is 15%. Let's look at these other ones. Do we have anything that has a really big drop rate? Or This is drop rate. So plus 15% attack power, plus 12% drop rate. Items. Do that on all of them. I don't need it on that because we're not going to use that anymore, probably. Get the drop rate one. And now we can move on.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We were just talking about how ugly Emil is now.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Definitely sounds like something that's thematically relevant and appropriate too.
How ugly he is? Yes. It's important to the story, so I think we should remind chat how ugly Emil is.
I guess I can't argue with that, yeah. Odecat says leave that boy alone.
He's not a boy anymore. He's a weapon. He used to be a boy.
Got magic now, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're using him. It is to our advantage that we use him. And sometimes that means that we have to cater to his emotional needs and kind of make him think that we like him around. But it's all a play.
See, while you were in the bathroom earlier, I was talking about how because you're a little too good at the whole streaming personality thing, I don't actually know if you like this game or not sometimes.
I just asked if Act 2 was going to be significantly shorter because I do like this game. What specifically do you think I don't like?
I don't think you dislike it. It's just like whenever the emotional moments of the game come up, you're like always ready to. You just never drop the bit.
Yeah.
You stay in character the entire time.
I think the one thing I'll say about the Emil Kaine scene is I wish they had a little bit more history to make that emotional beat land. But otherwise, it's a very good scene. I was about to do my turbo move.
It did get the one moment where Kaine told Emil not to be ashamed of his eyes.
Yes.
So it's at least not a moment that comes out of nowhere.
Right.
There's some parts of the game that feel like there were more things planned that were cut.
Yeah, that's the thing that I keep on bringing up with Kaine especially, and now probably Emil, because he's also cursed to never interact. Is I like the story, but it feels like only Nier and Grimoire Weiss are allowed to interact with it outside of the big moments. And you need...
There's also some dialogue that implies that Nier spent some substantial amount of time with Emil like before the time skip.
Oh.
And there, like, and that just doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, it does seem like Nier's just been hanging out with Grimoire Weiss for 5 years, and all of a sudden we got the gang back together. Oh, even though Yona is sick. This game isn't drawn out like lots of like Lord of the Rings director's cut. I don't know what you're talking about. I've spent more than 12 hours with this video game, and all of the Lord of the Rings movies together is like 12 hours.
Yeah, so I think this is like one of like the biggest downside of Nier is that it's a game that you need to be aware of its behind the scenes problems and be ready to just be forgiving of them.
Be ready to just what?
To just be forgiving of them.
Gotcha.
Like with with it not feeling like we really got to see some of the development of Kaine and Emil before that one scene, you kind of need to just accept the fact that there was more that you didn't get to see because the game's got $3 left in the budget.
I think there were probably moments that could have included Kaine and Emil more, like the whole place with the masked people.
Yeah. Kaine could have been more involved. Yeah.
Kaine could have been more involved, or Emil could have been introduced sooner so that he could have been involved in that as well. Maybe the masked society will come back and it will all make sense. But that seems like useful time that we could have been using for more character development, because this game seems to care about its characters a lot.
Yeah.
I still want to know what's going on with Kaine and the grandma and sealed verses and how she's a shade. Like, what exactly is a shade even? She says that she's a shade. I'm not sure what a shade is. I'm killing them. It seems like maybe shades are people who are taken over by the Black Scrawl. That is my best guess.
So I'll at least correct that Kaine herself is not a shade. She has there is a shade that's in her body.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they were saying like earlier.
You are at your computer.
She's like infected by one.
I thought she was a shade.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's that, like, from the beginning, it's not that she is one, it's that she's like infected by one.
Is that what she's covering up with the bandages is the shade part of herself? Is that the implication there? Or is Yoko Taro just like bandages?
I can't remember what you have or have not seen.
Okay. I still haven't gotten to the point where they explain her clothes, which you said that there is an explanation for that.
I'm gonna pull that band-aid off. People make a bigger deal of that than is deserved, I think.
They get a bigger deal of what?
Of Kaine's outfit being explained.
Oh, like it's not actually explained. There's just a throwaway line.
It is explained. It's just I don't want you to have like hype built up like more than it should be. It's not gonna be explained to the extent that you want it to.
It's gonna be like that one character in MGS5.
Oh, it's gonna be a little better than that.
Okay. She gets her powers from exposed skin.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of like I recall like Joe talking about that at some point, where it's like, yeah, Razzle says it's way better than MGS5, but that's not a high bar.
Is it like that one character from My Hero Academia?
I don't know which one you mean.
It's a character who I think creates power from her skin.
Yeah. No, she's a character that's an excuse for it. Because it's like literally she her outfit isn't even like as practical as it could be for that specific purpose. Like that's just a character that they had a fucking excuse to do. To just have scantily clad. Kaine is a matter of like, no, the game acknowledges outright that this is not like some technically practical thing. She is choosing to dress the way she looks.
Got it. It's a reason for Grimoire Vice to say hussy every now and then.
Yeah. Because like with Quiet and MGS5 and the character from My Hero Academia, it's like the characters aren't gonna acknowledge that they dress like that. It's just the story gives an excuse for it. So, and again, it's not a very high bar.
At least I know that's not that stupid.
Yeah, I just wanted to rip that Band-Aid off right now because I don't want you to have some high undeserved expectation. I'm gonna close and reopen the Discord stream because it's having that time.
Kaine is your personality. You're not nearly as cool as her.
Oh no, the Discord stream is still.
You've never
weird.
called me a shit hog.
Kaine's goals.
She's goals.
Yeah.
What goals?
Goals.
Mental illness goals?
That's what Odacat's saying. Kaine, like, Kaine's not his personality, but it's what he wants to be.
Oh.
Kaine's goals.
I want it to be, though. I'm sorry for not calling you shit hog. Please call me shit hog.
According to Yona, she's apparently.
Let's go.
But also on the topic of things like not being quite as developed, I don't want to actually explain because we'll get there. All I'll say is that you're on Route A.
Yes, that's the other thing. I have my
Yeah, I'm not telling you that like you should be feeling the way you do because it's totally valid to like see what feels like an underbaked story and be like, yeah, I wish I could have gotten more. Because right now you're not getting that more.
Right.
But I will say, like, if you're feeling like disillusioned towards it, there's a lot of ball game left.
Yes, and so I'm going to withhold too much judgment, but of course I have to fill in the stream. Like I have to talk about how I'm feeling as I'm playing it, so I'm going to bring up those feelings. But
and you know, maybe it's a valid criticism that, you know, maybe Route A should have like a more coherent surface level, like not coherent, like a more fulfilling surface level story.
Yeah,
that's somewhere that I think Automata succeeds more.
Yes,
where like no, Route A on its own is not the full story, but Route A on its own is a better story in Automata than Route A on its own in Replicant, I think, because it's more complete.
Right. I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
The way Otocat says it is that this game is perfect except for like the game.
I don't mind the game. And I'm only so hard on the story because I know people love the story, and so I have some expectations for it.
Yeah.
How do I get through this?
Can you jump?
I can jump. Oh, okay. I guess I can just jump. I guess that's just allowed. What's this?
Hey, even if you couldn't jump, you could have gone along the right there.
Here? Oh,
no, like,
along the yeah, this
I'm
little
saying even if
this
you couldn't
little
jump,
I didn't realize I could. I was fully expecting to not be able to. Okay, and then I could just jump over here and push this. I still think overall I'm preferring Replicant to Automata. Still. Seems... Can I push this more? Oh, I can. And based on what? There we go.
Alex, do you like sliding puzzles?
I do not. I hate sliding puzzles.
Do you like knowing that you have to do this at least 2 more times in distinctly different routes?
This kind of sliding puzzle is not that bad. It's not the Wind Waker cabana sliding puzzle.
Oh, yeah, that kind sucks.
This is just a block puzzle. And as a Zelda veteran, I'm used to this.
I can tell you the exact video game that sealed the deal on me hating sliding puzzles forever. It was Finding Nemo on GameCube. Like,
is that a good video game otherwise?
No! It's a punishment game waiting to be assigned is what it is.
Everyone hates sliding puzzles. Razzle Dazzle, are you telling me that you like sliding puzzles? I'm talking about the kind of sliding puzzles where you have a grid, there's only one part of it that is open, and you have to figure out everything else just by trial and error. You like those. You like that?
Okay.
Ban 'em.
So...
Ban 'em, mods!
Okay, so let me tell you something about Razzle Dazzle here. Because I've known him a while, so I've talked to him for a lot of things for a long time. You know how, like, with Metroid Prime, specifically Prime 2, people will often talk about one of the biggest flaws of that game is that, like, the boss fights can be really long. Like, they can take forever because they just have so much health. You say that to Razzle Dazzle, and he says, yeah, that's why they're good.
It's a glutton for punishment. I won't say that there's no room for trial and error kind of games to be fun. I like Mega Man 2. That's a good video game. It's a lot of trial and error. Sliding puzzles are not that.
You just gotta, like, learn algorithmically how to solve them.
They're great because they're not trial and error? Alright. At some point, you need to walk me through how sliding puzzles are supposed to be solved.
Okay, so why I don't know how to solve sliding puzzles, but I'm going to assume they work the same way as Rubik's Cubes do. Like, do you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
No.
The way to solve a Rubik's Cube is to memorize a couple of specific moves you can do with that it's like, okay, I want this block to be in this spot, and then you just do the move. Like, it's there's no trial and error to it, it's just this move always gets this block into this spot. That's how you solve Rubik's Cube. That's how people get really good at solving Rubik's Cubes. I'm going to assume sliding puzzles work the same way.
I don't like that kind of solution either. Because that just means you need to know the steps, and then you're just repeating the steps. And no sliding puzzle has ever told me what the steps are. Sliding puzzles are like Rubik's Cubes, but like an average person can figure out the moves on their own. Wind, why did you bring up Suikoden? Did they have sliding puzzles?
There's more doors that you gotta go through in the corners.
Over here?
Yep.
My instincts are always, oh, there was a bunch of enemies here. I guess I'll just go in the direction of wherever the enemies were at.
Wind says that he just says Suikoden sometimes to break the tension.
I appreciate that about you. Never change. I didn't even know that there were 5 Suikoden games before I met Wind.
Well, there are 5 sliding block puzzles in this dungeon.
I feel like this must be the last one then.
I was just guessing at the number. I don't actually know it. I just know that by Route C it gets fucking tiring.
I don't know, they take like 20 seconds.
So the reason I don't like them is because like mentally you figure out the solution a long time before the animation can finish.
Yes.
Like the speed of the character moving the blocks is always so much slower than you figuring them out.
Block puzzles
That's why,
work
like,
a lot better in 2D than they, especially like top-down 2D. Because 2D
that's the big.
have this, like fast animations, and it's not going to break you out
That's
of
the big difference with the with all the Sokoban games that Seren recommends, because Seren knows how to recommend good video games, and like every Sokoban game that Seren has ever recommended to me, like the blocks move as fast as I can press the buttons. Like I never have to wait for the animations to catch up to my thought process, and I really like those. Those are really good.
Yeah.
But in these block puzzles, it takes fucking forever for the blocks to catch up with like my thought process.
For me, they work as just, here's a little thing you can do that's going to break up the combat, so it's not just endless combat the entire time. 'Cause I don't hate the combat, but it is kind of the same every time. And
especially with these specific enemies.
yes, and they're getting tankier now, which I don't love.
Yeah.
Which is why when I found out that I could do 15% more damage, I'm like, yes, please give me that. Inject it straight into my veins.
Oh yeah, don't forget to be doing the
Charge
finisher.
attacks. Oh.
Yeah, the finisher when they're on the ground.
This is too many. This is too many. Oh, wait. I should be using... What's the best one?
Probably be good.
Dark Whirlwind?
I always use Dark Lance, but Whirlwind probably works here because you're surrounded.
Yeah. There we go. That's what I need to be doing. I need to be using more of my magic as well.
This is a totally different fight now.
Yes.
Ah, good. Over in the Anime Gauntlet server, a message just lit up in the chat for the show created by Yoko Taro.
That's still going on?
Well, we cut it a long time ago, but Fangs is still watch it.
Why?
Oh, you know. Quote, it really is incredible how there is such an intense and consistent inverse relationship between quality of the show and proximity to main character.
You see, the further away from main character you are, the better the show is?
It is very generous to say created by Yoko Taro, but how would you have said it in the sentence structure of that phrase? The show with a credit that says original planning by Yoko Taro.
Is this a Yoko Taro had an idea for a story and then sold it to a company, or was it they asked him to consult? And like George R.R. Martin on Elden Ring,
They have
He
never
gave them
confirmed
an
but
outline
it's
or something.
definitely the second one.
Ah, okay.
Like he is literally credited with original plan.
Taro's like Nomura, they slap his name on everything for marketing, and yet he never gets a budget.
Okay, Nomura is actually involved in like all of the projects that his name's on though.
Yeah, I Any project that has his name, I'm totally convinced that he worked on it. At least when it comes to video games, I'm not sure what he's worked on outside of video games. He did make that one character for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I guess that's neat, but that doesn't seem like it was something he wanted to do.
Well, but it's also like literally all he said for Xenoblade 2 was Tetsuya Nomura designed this character. That's all.
Yeah.
So like, and yes, he did design that character. Yeah, he designed all of the Torna characters.
All the Torna characters?
The characters from the in-game faction titled Torna. Not from the expansion known as Torna the Golden Country.
Okay. What is this going to do?
He's also credited as character supervisor on Super Mario RPG Remake, which makes sense because he was involved with the original, I think.
That tracks.
I mean, for Crisis Core, Nomura is credited as creative producer and main character art designer. Like, those credits say he came up with the general ideas and drew the characters.
Did he come up with the idea, or did Tabata?
He's a producer. He is not credited as the director. He is not credited as a writer. He is not credited as a designer. He's a producer. That's what he did.
I don't care. He said his name, so he made the whole thing.
Emil, look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun.
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold?
What if you start coughing?
Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
They roast what?
She cut him off.
Roast hot dogs? Roasting weenies?
Roast marshmallows, I assume. I love that line where Emil's just like, Kaine's my best friend, and she's super nice and cool, and Kaine's just like, I'm supposed to be the jackass here.
Yeah, it seems like Emil doesn't want him to tag along. He'll cut into his Kaine time. They roast me? Why would they roast me? I look so cool!
You specifically, not Nier.
Oh, okay. How do they know who I am? I'd be long dead.
Fun fact that I'm bringing up because I literally just looked at it. Do you know the Japanese title of Drakengard?
No.
Drag on Dragoon.
Dude. Good. Drag on Dragoon.
Which, with a Japanese accent, would be pronounced Dragon. It's just Dragon. That's all it is.
But what are they dragging?
Dragons.
What's the dragon?
Dragon. Remember the final line of Blazing Blade? Who are you? Dragon.
Dragon.
You
I
want
have
to
no
jump
idea
down
how
the ladder, by the way.
bewildered I was at that
Not
line.
that ladder, the other one.
Okay.
Dude, I know what the line means, and I'm still bewildered by it. It's such a bad line.
Surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Two-handed sword, beast lord.
Just kick him aside.
Apparently there is another weapon to find in the Lost Shrine, but we can worry about that later.
I got a lance, and I think I just got a two-handed sword.
Oh, you got a lance?
Yep.
Is that the Devil Queen?
Yes.
Okay, I can mark it on one too. Did Drakengard ever get a re-release? No.
They want to make money.
Okay, so the only reason that Nier Replicant exists is because they gave like the one last chance to Nier with Automata, and then Automata specifically was a massive success. So there's just not enough through line to Drakengard for that to be important. Every now and then, I keep telling myself, I'll play Drakengard. And then I, like, remember that means playing Drakengard.
Yes. You could just watch it. Other people have played it for you.
Fair.
Iron Knuckle.
Remember this guy?
What was the read on Yokotaro before Automata?
Lure them to the light.
Great writer that's never made a good video game.
Okay.
Aim for that statue. It's
So people did like his stuff. It wasn't like Automata came out and people were like, oh wait, we should maybe
Oh
pay
yeah, so
attention to him.
Nier has always had like a extremely dedicated cult following.
These little bastards just keep coming.
Drakengard less so.
Cannot abide the sun. Lure them into the light.
Like, I don't know a human being that's actually played Drakengard. Playing Nier before it was cool, no hype was like a transcendent experience. I can kind of like relate to that experience with playing Yakuza before it was cool. Because I got in on Yakuza right before it got cool. With Yakuza 0. Because that was my first one. And then like in the time before they started putting out the remakes that really sealed the deal on this franchise being cool, I went back and replayed all the originals. I played Yakuza 2 on PS2. I played 3, 4, and 5 on PS3. I own a PS3 just for Yakuza 3, 4, and 5.
And Nier.
No, I bought that PS3 just for those 3 games, and I have not purchased another PS3 game since.
You're telling me you haven't bought Nier yet?
I do not presently have a copy of Nier.
Gotta fix that. I played Fire Emblem before it was cool. It's still not cool yet.
Yeah, it's still not cool. In fact, it's gotten less cool.
I'm waiting for it to be cool.
felled the beast.
There's a Drakengard 4 out there. I've only heard of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I've only heard of up to 3.
Please stop spreading misinformation in chat, or you will be banned.
Discord stream audio is so desynced, but it's not worth fixing in the middle of a fight.
Why would you say that? Now I'm gonna be worried about it.
I mean, it only affects me specifically.
Still. Let's do the jump.
Right here. That's where it would have started.
Oh, that sucks.
Went through all that work.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Hurry! Strike it down!
It's taking a while.
Skill issue.
I guess. Would that animation happen without the spear instead? Or does it always happen with the one-handed sword?
I don't know. There are some questions I've never really cared to know the answer to.
I always wait for the death animation before I move. Even when my friends are dying.
You all right? Kaine!
That's my cool points.
I fear there is little we can do for her.
Turn her into stone? Oh, we can't do that anymore. Yeah, Emil doesn't turn anything into stone anymore. He does heal me on occasion.
What is happening?
Oh, so now she's a shade.
Yeah. That does look a little more shady.
It's Kaine's shade.
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Okay, so Black Straw does turn you into a shade. That's what I figured.
Okay, I hate to interrupt, but the audio desync is so bad. Can you just like turn off the Discord stream and turn it back on?
Yep. How's that? That fixed?
It's weird. Whatever. We'll just deal with it. If it's not happening to the Twitch stream, it doesn't matter. It's not real.
It's still... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You could try popping out of the call and then coming back in. Sorry, the overlay's just gonna be messed up for a minute.
Seems better, I think.
Alright. Turn on your webcam when you have a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Still says that your video's off.
I turned it back on.
Weird.
How about now?
There we go. Work now.
All right. Cool.
Kaine, when will you die? Kaine! You're... What am I not doing?
You're not done watching the scripted animations.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
The scripted animations went on for like a minute.
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Well, now you're healed.
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me.
All right. Stop crying.
So they're codependent.
And thanks. I'm all right.
Y'all
Or
need
at
a
least Emil
therapist.
is.
At least Emil is, yeah. Emil, it's not good to get all of your self-worth from one other person.
Over there.
It's not healthy. Unless that person is Grimoire Vice, in which case... yeah, that's ideal.
Surprisingly, there's not a lot of like therapy resources in a world that's dying.
What is this?
It's me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but I don't know what it says.
How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola.
People do not need
It's
each
a
other.
cipher
They
of
need
some
Grimoire Vice.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this.
The memory tree, the stone guardian, the law of robotics, sacrifice, loyal Cerberus.
I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something.
Yeah, Grimoire Vice only compliments himself because he's so self-assured.
Mm-hmm.
He's reached a state
There are spaces
Of-
here for 4 other
of mental
fragments as
well-being where he doesn't need
Sacrifice, the Law of Robotics,
anything outside of himself.
the Memory Tree,
Of course.
He is self-actualized and self-sufficient.
Loyal Cerberus. The Law of Robotics probably refers to the Junk Heap, and the Memory Tree might be the Forest of Myth. But as for Sacrifice and Loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Not a problem.
Maybe sacrifice is...
If we want to fill in the words,
The desert?
we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
I'm not against it.
They're just shades.
They're
Besides,
just shades. Literally, your best friend's a shade.
Infected with a
Jonas
shade.
even more danger.
Yona's turning into a shade.
But
They're
how
just
can we be
shades.
sure that she's...
Because she is, right?
We could have killed Yona by this point. All the shades look the same.
Well, the
junkie
Shadow
and the
Lord
Forest of
took her.
Myth, Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Please be careful. Oh, and listen. About Kaine and Emil. The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just... they're scared, you know? People can't...
Why are you
change
reminding me about this?
I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more...
I'll try.
Bubble is just like, please don't be bad.
Look, the town's a little bit less racist now, but they're not there yet. Can you just give a little...
They're from a different time, you know?
They're coming around to it. In 3 weeks, they'll maybe let you, like, do a day trip. In 6 months, they can maybe move in.
Forest of Myth we might be able to do tonight.
Yeah, where are we at? We are past the 2-hour mark. What do you have appetite for? Do you want to go another 30 minutes?
Junk Heap is a bit lengthy. Forest of Myth I think we could do pretty quick. Like, you remember the first time we went to the Forest of Myth.
Yes.
So you know what to expect.
I do know what to expect. Can your voice handle it?
Yeah.
Coppola said we might be able to find something in the Forest of Myth.
You will forgive me if I seem less than enthusiastic about such a trip.
I do.
Oh, easy.
I forgive him.
Grab some water.
Yeah, and I'm gonna run to the restroom after I save. I pee quick, but I pee often.
This visit to the Forest of Myth is a fun one because you can't just look up the answers because it changes. But I'm not going to tell him that, obviously. Well, so there were the original game's DLC is just part of the game now. And the Automata outfits are free DLC that you can download from Steam. Okay. Okay.
Let me ask a pointed question. Is the reason that people like the writing and storytelling in this game is because characters yell at each other about how much they love each other while the other person is on their deathbed? Is
Not
that
specifically.
because they've played that card too many times?
I would say not specific.
People did not like that when that game was called Fire Emblem Engage.
Yeah, but Fire Emblem Engage didn't have anything better going on in its story.
It did not.
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly
I'll
a
save
nightmare.
here, just because.
That I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
For me, a lot is the music and the whole fairy tale vibe. I'm not
No,
sure
the
what's
music's
that.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm talking more about the characters and the writing.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Yeah, but it all supplements the writing. It's the sum of its parts. It's Gestalt.
Okay.
Did you investigate
just so-
the cause of this?
All I'll say is that
presence?
there's so many ways I can't answer your question right now.
Okay. That's exciting to hear that, honestly.
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, you're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
There's something strange. That reminds me.
Shall we? Or
I do not remember what happens if you say you'll listen. I do not remember.
do we want to come back to this later?
I do not remember what happens. I
Okay.
have no answer for you.
I just know that you have something going on later tonight, so I don't want to keep you too long.
Don't worry about me.
Okay. Then we are going to listen. But the only thing to take away from there is that there's a divine tree that we need to go check up on.
And that's
they-
where the main story X is on the minimap.
Yeah, and they don't interact. They pray to it, but they don't interact with it otherwise. Is that what I'm supposed to take from it? Okay.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
There's something strange. That reminds me.
Therefore,
I'm just gonna sit here until we make sure
Yeah,
we,
okay.
we cover all the ellipses. Okay. Okay. Okay.
so Simba.
You said something. There wasn't anything written.
I wasn't necessarily being out loud. There's a pretense for in fact, furthermore,
Hello, Vixie.
and that was the end of that. Such a fascinating tale. Are you being serious? Of course not.
There's something strange. That reminds me.
Just a prank on you specifically. You thought you were gonna get something there.
Yeah, I sure did. And you didn't remember that at all? Oh.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
Ha! As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
I love the way he rolls his R on Grimoire.
Hang on.
Grimoire
I don't think it's
Weiss.
done.
Grimoire Vice.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Please tell me this is Deku Tree.
Black, pure darkness, painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. This is wrong, whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed. Once long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as its fruit and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart.
Bleached sheets. Shade paler than bleached sheets makes me think that he's got the disease.
The black scrawl?
No, not the black scrawl, the...
Oh, chlorination.
Yep.
He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his
Or
body.
maybe the black scrawl, because now it says black terror.
But no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort, a healthy young girl with tan skin and deep brown eyes. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him. But he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so. But this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There's a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises. And another. And another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream. She does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror. Some are eaten. She began the fight with 23 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens.
Dragon card.
Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Nier had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Nier suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Nier stared at the jewel bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there. A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch toward Nier. Without a second thought, Nier brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree, there is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. I implore. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy?
Is it green?
You let it... Come on, we have to go back to that...
Did I miss something?
What was the color of the envy?
Look at my memory. Look at my hands. Look! Okay, I'm scanning to see if I'm missing something.
I think it's at the end of this memory.
Soon this little thing eats away.
So I'll tell you up right out. The answer changes every time. You cannot look this up.
Oh. Did I miss it?
I didn't see it. I forget where it is.
"33 companions." Used to be 23. It doesn't tell you the... Probably skip all this, right?
Okay, the envy one is mean. Only one person brings the boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep colored eyes.
Deep blue eyes.
It spoke. This shade has intelligence and emotion.
The shade
Who
does or
cares?
the tree?
Nier brushed Vice's comment aside as its sword sliced Shade's right arm. The Shade extended its remaining arm to Nier. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Nier, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out to its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone. 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key! Cried the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to contract as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. The world is falling apart! How can a world of letters? I implore. Most important thing.
Yo nah, or yo nah? How am I supposed to tell?
What's the most important thing in the world?
It's... Okay.
The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, Nier was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
So you have a soul now?
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill them without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters.
So the tree was a shade?
Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Alright. So, I think we can either We can either call it there, or we could see the beginnings of wherever we're going next.
Just go speak with Popola.
Has found some information about.
Very well.
I think we can just call it here.
Okay.
You know what? It's gonna be a week till we play again, so let's go check it out.
So you don't forget.
I just don't want to stop playing yet.
If you want, we can play another day too.
I wouldn't be opposed to that, but it depends on what day. I've got something going on Wednesday.
Thursday is probably easiest for me.
Yeah,
I could do tomorrow if you really need, if you wanted to, but
we could probably tentatively say Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I'm sure after saying this, I'll remember. Oh wait, I had a thing on Thursday.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
As far as I know,
I'm not committing
free.
to anything. Yeah, but maybe on Thursday we'll play some more. Thursday would have to be after my workout, so it'd be later in the day. Next, we need to talk to Popola. And just so I'm certain, was the tree a shade, or was there a shade in the tree that was corrupting it that we killed?
It's difficult for me to give a full answer without spoiling anything.
Okay. Perfect. I wasn't sure if that was a reading comprehension problem or something
New about the Shadow Lord's key.
that was left unsaid.
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that.
I'm on Route A, Part 2.
You remember the Airy, right?
That depressing shell of a village?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like. I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
From the office of the chief of the Airy to Popola. My greetings to you and your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shut itself away from the world for far too many years, and we have therefore decided it is time to change our ways. As part of this endeavor, we have resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing a great many customers visit from all over the world. With regards to the sacrifice keyword you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind the term. You are more than welcome to speak with him on the matter as part of your visit to the area.
Sacrifice? Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
The area has been shut off from the world for years. And now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural. And dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
Oh dear.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you.
Did they intentionally make Grimoire Weiss's voice low?
I don't know.
They turned the volume down.
Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
I love how every solution that Nier comes up with is just, yeah, I'll just kill the shades.
He's definitely leaning into edgy sword boy now that he's older.
More bloodlust and also a lot more confidence.
Yeah.
The area, huh? All right, let's go see the chief.
Those two go hand in hand. When I gain more confidence, I also gain more bloodlust.
True. Mario Party has taught us this. Alright, so next time we go to the Airy.
Yep. I wonder if it's actually going to be populated or if it's just a trap.
The game lets you do
junk heap.
Like when you're choosing where to go, you can just do whatever order you want. And normally the Airy is like the last one I do.
On purpose, or is it just
not
how
on purpose?
Okay, it just turns out that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, it feels to me like, oh, next week we're finishing Route A.
The town makes no sense because of where it's built, or I don't know why it's not. Doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense that you go there and everybody's locked in their own houses and won't talk to you. That's sad. Why would they do that? They don't want to talk to me? I'm cool. Emil says I look so cool.
Well, a lot of this game doesn't make a logical sense based on practicality. It's all vibes.
Oh, yeah. Like the junk heap has just the same pipe stuck in the ground over and over, and it looked perfect.
Did you forget that Nier's house is architecturally impossible?
Yes, let's go check it out. Just because.
Yeah.
Just because it is perfect. We're gonna go upstairs to the right, and we're gonna pop out from the left.
And like, notice that like this, it's not just a camera trick. You can see the windows pointing at the same side of the house back there.
Since we got that 1200 gold, I'm just gonna go save it. Yeah. But that's gonna be it for tonight. We may be back, no promises, on Thursday for more Nier. It would be nice to try and get, I don't know, can we do the rest of part 2 in 2 streams?
It's possible. We need to really focus and maybe do a long stream, but I think we could definitely do the rest of Route A in 2 streams.
Okay, because that might be ideal since I'm going to be on vacation. And I might take a couple of weeks off at the end of the year after next Monday. So if we can do a Thursday stream and a Monday stream, or maybe a Saturday stream if you're up for it, so we can get a lot of hours in.
Yeah.
I know we're just planning it right now, but we can go back and forth and then confirm. But ideally, it'd be cool to be wrapped up with Route A before.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things where it's like, it's totally doable, but it's not like a given. So we need to like really bunker down and be willing to put the extra time in.
Sure.
So to that extent, it's good that we did the Forest of Myth tonight.
Yes.
Because we've got 2 keys now.
And we're missing 3?
Yes. Sweet. So there's 3 keys left.
It's very Zelda.
And
we need to get 5 of the other things after getting 3 keys
and
beforehand.
there's a new section that was added in Replicant, so think of it as 4 keys left.
Okay. You would need to rush it. I don't know how worth it is. I mean, I'm not planning on doing any side content until Route C, so
at the least until Route B.
Yeah. So I'm not super concerned. I want to see more of the main story. That's where I get the most enjoyment out of anyways. So
yeah. We're compartmentalizing our focus.
Yep. And I'd hate to get like the next 2 keys and then have a big long break and then try and get back in the groove and remember everything.
Okay, so what I think would be good is we do a Thursday stream. And we go as far as we can on Thursday. And then I'm willing to say Monday next week, we sit down and we put in whatever time it takes to finish Route A.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
And we don't have probably anything else coming up. The end of the year is going to be a little slow, intentionally.
Yeah.
So we're
I
recharge.
might do something, but probably not.
Yeah.
I always say I'll do something and never do.
So no promises, but keep an eye out for that Thursday stream and for maybe a nice long Monday Nier stream. And on that, we're closing it out.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.